Hey, let's go get something to eat and stop by the diner. Fool, open the door fast. You've been sitting on my family's neck for a year. Listen carefully. Next time park further away so my classmates don't see you. But he got Senyuk's sister, and what was she thinking? Chu Minhod's family home is truly gifted from God. My aunt was not one bit wrong in her day. Those years, if I had gone abroad to study, then who knows if I would have met my aunt's son. Where are the prices? Can't I see her? She didn't come back in the afternoon. And also in her company. Childhood friend? What prices? Li-ming. What about her fiancé? I hear he can't talk, so he stays home all the time. Can I at least get a peek? I'm dying to know who's got that kind of interest. She hasn't even agreed to move him to her mother's house. And you're talking interest? He'll be bringing us into the house any minute. Keep your voice down. Yes, iron. The day will come when I will give my blessing for their marriage. Sinli, come downstairs. We have guests. Just cross the threshold and go straight to your place, and the guests and get out. What, is your back going to break? Do you hear that? Deaf on top of that, your mother's calling you, clean your ears? Or have you already decided something? Shit. He's sitting there completely naked. He opens his eyes. It's been exactly 10 years. It's finally happened, exactly 10 years, without a word. You're forcing me to swear, and you're deaf today, too. Is this your son? Hello, my name is Lumenheo. I've been whispered that you're not mine, and that you're not even my son, and that you're a house sitter. The prices are really don't deceive yourself. I can see through you. You make an offer only for the untold riches of the Chu family, and you're not even a match for the price. I'm willing to give you 10,000, but I don't want you in this house. Hey, me! Can you tell me what the fuck that Pendijo's tail is doing? He's even stronger than the family. Don't worry, I'm not what I used to be. It's time for me to do my duty as a wife. You think you've learned to speak and become king and all that. It's a pathetic pretense. You're just trying to play tough guy in front of the pig. That's the same sponger that got married. Sat on his wife's neck. It's like he wasn't even my mother-in-law's pet yet. He's got a lot of nerve treating somebody. More like a bad joke. What was Chu's family looking at? I know how to restore beauty to this lady's face. Why on earth would I believe you? Why, if the marathon doesn't work out, I'm willing to take all the risks. You win either way. All right, you got me. But if they don't disappear, I'm gonna be so mad at you. What you're doing with your words. You're trying to put me out of business. Actually, her blisters are just burns. So if you don't mind, help me make some medicine. You think it'll help? Well, it should. I'll see what I can make of it. Just try to get me into trouble. Now. You asked me to get those ingredients first. Promise me that whatever happens there won't happen. My family mustn't get hurt with this venture. My family can't help me. It's clear as day, but the new me is not the silent young man the family has warmed to. Perfect. I'm done, madam. You need to rub in a little cream. What? That's disgusting. I'm going to be sick. It's hot too. Are you sure you're not fooling me? Look, if it gets any worse, you're going to be in trouble. Don't worry, the firm doesn't pull any strings. These will be able to do something, flowers of the flowers. Cured that heel? Could you really cure it? Only, how could you do that? How did you cure her? I graduated in pharmacodynamics a long time ago. Wonderful young man. What about the other ailments? You don't happen to treat them, do you? I can't give you an exact answer right away. You have to see the patient first. My uncle is seriously ill. If you can get him back on his feet, we'll thank you very generously. All right, I'll do it. You're out of your mind. Don't you dare go in there. You're not a doctor to get pimples out of there. Don't worry. I know when I have to stop. Who do you think you are, going to get dead people 5 minutes after they're dead? My family won't help you. I'm in a position to decide what I'm going to do. Calm down. I'm sure as hell not going to hurt you. Is there no other way to help Dr. G. Jansen? His condition is deteriorating faster than we predicted. The risk of surgical complications is very high, and Uncle Jan has deteriorated dramatically this morning. The doctors are now resuscitating him in his room. I just met a doctor today who is an expert in Eastern medicine. He will definitely cure Uncle Jen. You're a doctor? Yes, I'm a doctor. So what if I'm under 18? I have a license to practice medicine. I'm sorry. I don't have one. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry about that. Physician, it looks like you're gonna have to leave. We're losing a patient. We need help now. Father, doctor, is there anything you can do? I'm sorry. There's nothing we can do, Jean. Hi. I'll correct the mistakes in the text and improve it without adding anything. You see Uncle's condition. There's still hope to save him, and you don't get it. Do you think that if the chief doctor of the best hospital in town says that's it, I should believe not him, but some kid without a degree? The old man can still be saved, but there's no time to think about it. Get out, Mr. Mayor. I dare make a wager with you. I've eaten too much henbane. So here's the deal. If I save the old man, you'll excuse me. If I don't, I'll go to jail for fraud. And you make more conditions for me. Is that enough, sir? My son, you really should leave. All right, I'll leave, but I could have helped him later. You'll blame yourselves. Are you happy now that there wasn't enough shame? Go home quickly, before you do something else. What about my father? Why is he convulsing? Hurry up and get the pacemaker. I'm sorry. We are powerless here, but how was it just now that everything was relatively normal? I'm afraid you'll have to accept it, Father. I never deserved your love, and you, out of the way, can still be saved. 10 years ago, a traveling monk initiated me into the secrets of ancient medicine, but in exchange, I don't believe my eyes. There is definitely a glow around the sky. For exactly 10 years, I've remained silent, never uttered a word, and today I croak. I can heal on my own. Fate led me here, and I endured every hardship for this one. Uncle, just a little more. How is that even possible? Father, you're coming around. Uncle, you scared us to death. It is also good that you are awake. Don't be angry with me, you old fool. Sir, son, wiser, son, please. Forgive my cowardice. I have behaved unworthily, but you, Merlin, I think I've won our pair. Don't take the rest to heart. I can imagine how you must have felt when a family member fell ill. The important thing now is that he's healed and on the mend, the healer. Please accept our apologies for today's misunderstanding and tell me your account number and I'll have it transferred to you in an hour. I'll be sure to send you the number tonight. That's something, and you're quite the target tonight. I didn't realize you liked getting into other people's business so much. She didn't seem that impressed at all. And he's asking for trouble. My precious price, you are not broken by today's events. I almost lost my mind. I went crazy from it all, Mommy. Don't worry about it. Where have you been? Mammy, I'm Elena. I'm on my feet. I'm done with my chores. Don't you want to work with me on what you've been doing at home all day? I just brought her home this morning. I went to change in my room and forgot to lock it. The door with the key. Did she have enough? Just like that? Yes, just like that. I believe you. I know her character well myself. And you wouldn't mess with her. And today you proved that you're like a stone wall behind you. You've been lucky all day today. Speaking of which, there's a little family night tomorrow. Are you coming with me to family night? I ask. All right. I'm tired to death from today. Thank you, you replied. Well, that's it. Everyone's here. Your auntie's got the whole big family together for the first time this year. Make yourselves comfortable. We'll have to compliment that old corgi's dress. She's still cynical, honey. When are you going to give us a baby? Chetinka's older sister said. Oh, Auntie, what questions you have. We hadn't thought of that. There's no hurry. Putting this question off for a long time. Youth is so fleeting, you don't have to be nervous, I replied. Thank you for reminding me, Aunt. It's good that at least Chang Wen doesn't bother us about it. His wife decides everything herself. They are some. Mother, you're driving me into the paint. You shouldn't, said the daughter. Nice place in government. Not like some people, Uncle muttered. This is the first time we've all gotten together this year. And we have a little gift for you. Uncle, please don't refuse to accept, said the niece. Oh, you surprise me as always. You shouldn't have gone to so much trouble, Uncle replied. Ida, then a nail. Ida, second hand. It's a dynasty china bowl. Don't thank me. I hear Uncle has a passion for porcelain. So he set aside 30,000 to buy something worthwhile for a memorable gift. I hope Uncle will appreciate dynasties. 30 painting, the niece said. Knows how to squander money, the uncle muttered. That bowl isn't worth anything, the aunt objected. What about it pisses you off? Grinned Uncle. You can see that it is a well-made copy, which was cleverly planted in the tomb. And this bowl can hardly even be called a fake. It's just a misunderstanding. Son-in-law, take a closer look. Do you even know what it is? Oh, what am I talking about? How could I forget? You're an invalid houseboy in your aunt's house, sitting on our sister's neck. How do you know about that kind of money? I'm the head of the department for a day, and I can even get you a salary as a janitor through a bribe. It's not much, but it's better than nothing. How's that sound? I'm done thanking you for your ideas. But think about what you're saying. He's the only one here who can't afford gifts like that. What's to talk about? Yes, sister. I came empty-handed today. However, you can talk pretty woman-like and would like to give a gift, but I didn't take anything. Now I'm still the same scum. Only now I'm talking. But that doesn't change the fact that we have a fake in front of us. If you appreciated me, you should know that I'm sane. I shelled out 30 grand to make a gift. But it turned out to be nasty and unfortunate. No, Santa didn't score, but I did get a nibble. But in the end, no matter how much you spent on that gift, it still turned out to be a flop. Don't call my gift a codepiece and a piece of crap. I thought you'd like it, but I guess I was wrong. All right. I can bring proof that I tried my best to do something. That boy's got a lot of nerve. So much jealousy and spite, and now outright cynicism. It's too much. After all, my sister's husband is my sister's husband. You say, but that means my sister's husband gave me an antique, and a common fudge, even if it is a fudge. But with the best of intentions, also tonight is our family night. Why is it fake after all? Don't let Merlio himself see it. What fate I could never have imagined to honor me. A small clerk, with his presence. Allow me to introduce you to my guests. Mr. Mayor, the mayor of our city. What a pleasure to meet you here. Dear cynic, I still don't know how to thank you for yesterday. Oh, come on. Stop it. Mayor, Mr. Mayor, I'm afraid you've made a mistake. He's not a cynic. He's my scum. What scum? I'm a tiny little clerk in the shittiest department. Sir, son, do you have a problem with that? No. Not at all. It's my wife's kin. We were just debating whether it's an antique or a cheap knockoff. It's a fake antique. It's definitely not a dynasty piñata. It's just venerable. Could you, as an expert, evaluate this piece? It's been many years since I retired. It used to be my specialty to be these eras. Very much like the era, confirmed. Let's see, you think it's authentic too? Are you questioning my assessment? Does that tell you that you're sure it's not? As a matter of fact, yes, now I get the same view in you. Like it without a doubt, a fake on the pieces of this era. If you look closely, you can see the branding. The patterns are strictly by hand, from the technique of old. But it is beautiful on it. And it is unique. But it is just a fake, a very good one. It has clearly had time to sit in a crypt for an extended period of time. But such pialas were often stamped with the mark of death. More like hands. How dare you give such crap? I knew nothing. That's very accurate. What can I say? You have wonderful vision. If you have time, come and see me in the pulpit. So, did it go well? Do me the honor of being my guest. To tell you the truth, I wouldn't dream of meeting you so easily. We can talk on the road, and while you're on your way, I'll be right back. I see your son-in-law is on the outs with the mayor. You outsmarted my Chingawen. Oh, well. We just didn't want to tell you about it so we wouldn't jinx it. Who knew when that gauze would drop by? Mr. Mayor? What did you want to talk about? Frankly, Mr. Sun, after you left, our family had a new misfortune. Yes, for the past 2 months, my wife, my children, and myself have been feeling worse and worse every day. We went to the doctors, completely healthy. 2 months. Can I check your pulse? Yes, of course, indeed. What is your verdict, Mr. Sun? Don't worry, Mr. Mayor. I have some things to think about. Cancel all your plans until this evening. I'll come see you right after the family dinner. That's wonderful news. I'll wait for you at my house. The son of a Qing Li boy. And you've added to your father's pride. Go home. I've got some errands to run. Whatever you say. What a nice kid. Making your route, the end point is Mr. Mayor's house. Turn right. Here we meet. I've prepared a straight 50 meters for you. Just today alone. You've already been pounced on twice. But I've forgiven you. And that's just you. Looming howl, like you squeezed a bedbug. But no, it stinks. Don't worry, I'll get you started. My piss goat. Oh. You don't bring enough people with you, Tets. How is that possible? It's not my scum. How did he get here in the blink of an eye? Did it come? No, not in a million years. Must be somewhere in this neighborhood. It's here, Mr. Sun. We've been waiting for you. Come quickly. This is my house. Let's have a look around. The situation seems rather dangerous. Darling, what's the matter? Is he joking? Is the baby bad again? Baby for a strange haze? And Mr. Sun, hurry up and look at it. Don't panic. I'll get him out of here. Don't get in my way. Get the hell out of here. It's not over yet. He enters the point in the middle of a sigh. The kid is trying to squeeze it out and clear himself. What kind of trash man brought this into our house? And what? You want to condemn our son to death? You better kill me now. Shut your mouth. Things are very bad. They've already been exposed to the spirit. I should hurry up. Mommy, my son, be calm. All that remains is to find the source of this evil spirit. Have you had any accidents at home lately? Or maybe you've been receiving strange gifts? An accident? I don't think so, no. Though I did have 2 stone lions delivered, and they're standing by the entrance. Mr. Sun, did you find it? Here it is, the cause of all your illnesses. This little stone, every day, when you left the house, you passed by it. The pebble was directly connected to an evil spirit. Over time, it begins to infect you. And so already under the influence of the evil spirit, you began to feel weak and irritable. And so on, until the end. Mr. Sun, I don't even know how to thank you for saving me. Don't make it up. The important thing is that the boy is now perfectly fine. How lucky we are to have met you. Our dear son, let me at least let you down. And what do you think of my helping you to open your own clinic in time? Of course, to open my own business. Of course, you've already managed to save my entire family. A clinic bearing your name would be my small token of appreciation. Thank you so much, Mr. Mayor. Thanks to my own clinic, I will be able to help people improve themselves in their art. If only I could find my parents, they would definitely be proud of me, said Mr. Driver. Stop quickly. Something has happened. Where is she going so late? And you know at a glance what you need prices. Finally, I've been waiting for you. From the looks of it, it's the best friend too. I guess I'm getting too wound up. What was that now? My wife, what of these? Sir, you can't be accused of having no taste. You've got it all wrong. Little girl, take me something stronger. My little pearl. I couldn't find my place. I thought you'd forgotten all about me. Work's been a real drag lately, Pearl. Work, as you know, is not a wolf. It doesn't run away into the woods. Why do we have to think about such bleak things on such a lovely evening? Let's just have a good night, shall we? I'm not going home sober. Shudder. How good of you to understand me. First, my family forced me into marriage. How could I stand their constant rambling? It's really very frustrating. Precious me, let's have another drink. Yes, let's not be angry with me, who begged you the most not to marry that geezer. You just didn't leave me any other choice. Who's that? I brought you a present. Apparently, that thing wanted to make some more money. It's all right. It's worth it. How'd you get here? You piece of manure, you got it all wrong. I just saw it. Overdid it, and took care of it. Tell me, how would you prefer to die? Spare me. What am I, my son? I don't need much. All right, but that your spirit be gone. Thank you. Die targets twice and let you go, but you're incorrigible. Now blame yourself. Let's see how you sing now. Get out. It's a good thing it's only happy accidents today. Oh, you're beginning to come to your senses. How are you feeling? I feel like you're a filthy brute. I just saved you because you're all messed up in the head. I didn't even expect you to try to take me by force and then claim you didn't do anything. You can believe me or not, but it's true. Hello, may I hear Mr. King and Mrs. Liwan? What's this late business you have? Remember you gave me cream once. Do you happen to have any left? I would purchase it because it has literally transformed my skin. It has never been so soft and supple. How much would it cost? I'll be home in a moment to come up with something for you. We'll start with 2 million jars. That should be enough to pay for it. Is that a deal? You don't need that much money. The supplies are cheap. Maybe you want to open a clinic? This case is very costly. Let me sponsor you. Thank you, madam. He's still not here. I'm very offended today. He must be mad and you just got here. I had some things to do. You didn't even warn me. And you were a little wrong today. I'm afraid I'm going to get fired from the company. Something you've cleaned up lately has a direct bearing on my getting fired. If I lose my job, I will have to take care of our family, especially since I won't be able to find a new company so immediately. I wish I could remind you that the other day I helped an old man who was sick, the father of our city's mayor, Mayor Liv, and then I helped his son, and he gave me a little gift, my own clinic. Now I can make a living healing the sick. If you want, I'd be glad to have your help in the clinic business. So there's nothing to worry about. It won't be long before we open, so don't be alarmed. I'm not rushing you into a decision. Qing Li, thanks for your concern. I'm obviously misunderstanding something, but I owe you an apology. I'm here. Hurry up and open the door. I have a feeling I won't find anything good at the door. Is that really her? And Tanli is Sinli's classmate and Sinli's best friend. Well, that's a quick eye-opener. Invite your young lady into the house, and as soon as Kenya undressed, to marry such a rascal is like throwing a beautiful rose into a dung heap. You'd have been a bastard to marry her by puking. Oh, I know when Bro brought the dance. Dean, her college days were unbearable before. Get your beautiful ass downstairs. Where are we going tonight? Like you don't know. Well, here we are. Only a select few can get an invitation to this auction in town. Driver's with us, too. What's the best part? Well, it's a blind gem auction. After ordering, you can find out the real price of the stone, which is often double the price of the lot, but you can also just lose everything, and the fifth high stone goes to number 3. The whole elite of the city seems to have gathered here. Maybe you want to buy a pebble for your wife. If you think she'll like it, why not? Our next stone is a hermit stone. 50 grand, 100 grand. Just look at him. I've got to have it. Look at it. I suddenly felt the energy of this stone resonate with me. 100,000 times 100,200. Tina wanted one just like it. Look, Oblins, you're not fooled by a fake, are you? But if he does try it, you just tell me. Something cold believed me. Oh, where did Sinli go? Can I buy this stone? Of course, it's all discarded material. I'm not buying it for $1,000, for fun. And I think I had some change. Please, now help me break it down. Who'd have thunk it went to the scraps? Why did you flood the hospital? Did you want to save money on quality? The emerald you bought turned out to be defective. It wasn't worth the money and looked like a common pearl among a lot of garbage. How fortunate for you that it was among the garbage. I wished everyone would disperse and leave the two of us alone. Daddy's coming to spend money on me and my rocks. Handsome, give it to me for 30,000, and I'll give you my stones. For 50,000, I'll settle for any girl on top. The value of it is estimated at 5 million. It is not a jasper, or the king of the city of Yanchang, known as the big boss young man. I give 5 million for it. Give me this stone. I bought it as a gift for my wife. Off, cur. It's the most expensive nugget I ever saw. My father never says nothing. Mr. Tansini, you are clearly a knowledgeable man, and there is no one like you. I'm honored. It's just a matter of writing a check in my name. In addition, explain how you were able to see such a value, when even with my naked eye, I couldn't see it. On the surface, it's an ordinary stone without any peculiarities. You chose it out of many others, so why don't you tell me, Mr. Utanu? Well, let's respect the master's secrets. I already have the stone, and the boy is left empty-handed. But it turns out that this is the first time the price of a lot at a blind auction has skyrocketed this high. And while my dad mutters, "Why for nothing? It doesn't matter so much anymore," the nugget cracked in half and overpriced it. I can't believe my eyes. It means I wasn't wrong to begin with. We Tans know a thing or two about stones. Winks, if you ever want to be a jeweler, we'll help you, Mr. Tang. I won't answer yet. I'll think it over carefully, and you'll tell me next time. You knew all along. How did you know? And what was it at the auction? Did you read the books? You're not the only one at the university, and you fooled me like that before. Why else would you pretend to be mute for so many years? Smiles, nice young man? Study this book from cover to cover, and 10 years from now, you will have no equal among mortals. But during those 10 years, you will have to live a life of strict ascesis to cultivate the energy of Q within you. This will forever determine your destiny. I wish I could have been there when your lucky star lit up. But it's time to say goodbye. I wasn't fooling you. I really was him. Oh, that's it. If you don't want to talk, then don't. Just explain why you married me. Have you forgotten everything that happened between us? How do you like your soup? If it's good, tell me, or what can't you? I just remembered everything. And when you asked me to marry you after graduation, and I was over the moon, even though I always knew our marriage was a sham. Why didn't you hate me? How could I hate you? My family never hurt me, and you certainly didn't. Besides, in my heart, I always thought of you as my wife, like a fool of mine. Well, my clinic is opening the other day. You should come too. I thought you were kidding. What's this really about? You know that. Healing people is my life's work. Don't worry, just know this, if you mess up, no one's going to go to jail for you. Yeah. Is he so dumb he doesn't know? I'm worried about him. The sound of fireworks. Yin and Yang Healing Center. May good fortune knock at your doors, and may good fortune accompany your whole family. What choice to take from such a wonderful family when they first start examining patients? I can't even imagine. But not to worry so much. My son-in-law is full of hidden talents. For example, he opened this beautiful hospital that will benefit people. You can't resist such a gift. It's worth taking a look inside and seeing all the benefits. I don't understand the connection between the hospital and the fact that I'm tired of living. But don't forget, your Earth is now in my charge, and I'll make sure that everything is in order. It seems to me that I was made a fool of last time. Even if I am the mayor. Mr. Sun, how many years, how many winters with the opening of your healing center? Congratulations to you. Merle and his charming sister, Mr. Mayor, join me in saying so. He raised a glass to the health of the connoisseurs at the party. And here he comes to say hello to this hospital. Maybe what ties them together, after all, is that they look wonderful in our clinic. Welcome. Come in quickly. Recently in the car, Nightingale was singing, and here as if he had water in his mouth. Save, help my son. What's all the shouting outside? My son. Whoa! Like you. Put it down. I'm a doctor. The boy seems to be seriously ill. Take him to the hospital quickly. You're right. It doesn't look like a common cold. I'm not even sure I know such a disease. I just opened through his door. Serves him right. We'll see how he gets out. I beg you. Save my son. Please, I can do it. Get him to the clinic quickly, son. My dear, your son's stomach is severely intoxicated. What could he have eaten?